Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 19. Last year, we made some crafty trades, acquired one of the very best catchers in the game, an absolutely brilliant designated hitter / right fielder who's not very good at right field, but everyone has flaws. We got a great healthy year out of Larry Hellingson, a very nice little half year out of him. And yet, we still came up short. We need to do two things this season. We need to upgrade our rotation, and we need to find a new home for Will Myers. So let's begin with that. Because Will Myers is good, but he's not Schulte good, and he'll never get a chance to play regularly as long as we have Schulte. So let's give him the old flip, as it were. We will look for anything right now, and just see what kind of offers we get. We could bring Jose Guzman back. I had a feeling this is what would happen. Mostly mediocre players that are all very expensive. Which isn't really something I was interested in. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Will Myers on the trade block. Let's eat half of his salary and ask for prospects and see what we get. I'm not seeing any elite names up here, but we're definitely getting responses, which is good. Okay, CJ Wilson is a bit shit. Now, Bobby Adams. He's a second baseman. We've already got one of those. Gilbreath's not a very good hitter. Buddy Carlisle's a good reliever, but I don't really need more relief pitchers. Now here, my friends, is an interesting idea. Bob E. Smith at third base would be one hell of a baseball player. I think we grab him. I think we don't hesitate for even a minute. What would I have to do to get your draft pick? I have to give up a fairly good prospect. It's not worth it. We'll make this deal. Okay, let's go to rookie ball. And Bob Smith, you are going to be a third baseman. And you might start playing as soon as this year. But we'll see what happens. You were in Double-A last year, right? Let's send you straight to Triple-A. And see how you handle it. Okay. Salary arbitration. Who's due to get big raises? Let's start with Hamill. He's the only good homegrown pitcher we've got. So we have to... I'm going to try to lock him up now. Nah, if he really just wants to do year to year, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with him. I'll give you a nice raise, though. A little over 6. That's reasonable. Done. Gaspar's value is that he'll probably never get hurt, but he's never going to be a truly outstanding pitcher. He just doesn't strike people out enough for that. I will offer him a 1-year deal. Carl Lundgren, he doesn't throw enough strikes. He's just not worth it. Non-tendered. Amador continues to be a very useful part of this bullpen because he eats innings and he pitches very well when he does. Oh, he wants a big raise, though. How about $4 million? There you go. You still get a raise, just not as big of one. Bauman. I've got too many pitching relief prospects to take someone who's not exceptional. Gone for Hickerson. Hoffman we will keep. Could I get you to maybe take a 4-year deal? No. Clever girl. Nah, he really wants the 1-year deals. Which is fine. I mean, we're not getting cost certainty for anyone important anyway. Willikins. He's honestly more valuable as a trade chit than anything else. And because of that, I'm happy to give him arbitration. Okay. To bring Dombrowski back, A, what does he want? Very little money, but is it worth it? And the answer is no. He just doesn't strike people out anymore. And if he can't strike people out, then he's not good enough. I could probably bring back Ellingson. In all honesty, there's a lot worse we could do than a player of his caliber as a backup. But he wants a pretty substantial raise, and I'm not going to give him that. Pena, I wouldn't mind bringing back for a lot less money. He still wants a huge raise. I'm going to offer him a qualifying offer. I think that's fair. I'm going to offer Terry Francona another minor league extension. And yeah, there's not much here that we're missing out on. I'm not going to offer Ellingson the qualifying offer because he'd probably take it. And $15 million is way too much to spend for somebody who's not going to play that often. Ditto for Dombrowski. I don't want him anymore. I'd rather have the money and then use that money to find a truly exceptional pitcher. Okay. All the 1-year deals got signed. Let's see here. Platinum stick for Schulte, I imagine, and no one else. Another MVP. Nice. I didn't get a gold glove for Willie Mays or for Ayala. Okay, let's look. Okay, Kareem Puckett had a really good year. Xander Bogaerts had an amazing year. Okay, I can't complain about that. I mean, I could, but no one would listen. Damn. He hit almost 500. That is just absolutely insane. Just insane. Okay, Benito Pena is filing for free agency. That's his right. Okay. Oh, come on, really? This is going to be one of those years where there's not a good starting pitcher, isn't it? Like, I like Greg Tholen, but I don't want someone who can't pitch innings. Guys, this sucks. This sucks real bad. I cannot justify a gigantic contract to someone who's not going to pitch that many innings, although he is really, really good. But he's also 37. I don't think it's worth it. Woody Ford doesn't have great control, but is otherwise quite good. These are not exceptional pitchers, except for Tholen. What kind of deal does he even want? I'm not giving him a 4-year deal. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a 3-year deal, and you're getting 2 team options, and you're going to like it. Because I'm not taking a chance on... I'm willing to pay this money for 1 year. And I think we're going to take a chance on Whitey Ford. You're a team option. Take a team option, and I will also... I'll basically pay you to rehab for a year in the hopes of getting something better the following year. Okay, we got Tholen. We'll lose our first-round draft pick, but I think this is a fairly good deal for us. I have very little doubt that he will turn out to be worth it at least for 1 year. Well, how much did he get? He got his $15 million. You know what? I give him credit. I give him credit. He was able to sucker a team to give him that much money. So I get a supplemental first-round pick. There should still be something valuable by then. Trade proposal. I mean, I'm not giving up much. I just don't think he is all that useful. I do not want Rodrigo Eanes. Okay, and people are happy that we got Whitey Ford. As well they should be. Yeah, I'm not interested. So let's quickly put him on the... Let's actually just set him right to the 60-day DL. Alright, he can't be there. That's fine. Alright, anyone who is... who needs to be added to the Major League roster or be lost? Not really. Yeah, we're good. Sergio, you can be promoted. Let's quickly do our off-season promotions. How did Luis Hernandez do? Not great. We're going to let him bake a little bit longer, I think, in the minors. And I'm just going to quickly see who they think we should call up. We'll call them up. And then I think we'll quickly look at stats and see if anyone hit, like, played really exceptionally well. Like Sam Wright. That's worthy of a promotion. We also have to be a little bit aggressive promoting people from rookie ball, just because we got so many people here. That's good. Right. Okay, you think Warren Spawn should be promoted? Fine. Nah, Muller struggled. Davenport was fairly okay. He can be promoted. We'll wait on some of these other guys. I think a lot of them just need more time. Look, mate, I'll promote you to double A just as kind of a consolation prize, but we'll promote Reggie Harris, Royce Ring, and Don Seacrest. Okay. How did Bill do? He pretty much owned double A. What about good old Charlie Moore? He pretty much owned double A. Silva, reasonably good, didn't really own. Sure, we can promote Ted Lilly. And Roger Mason, and that's fine. This is fine. I don't really see a need to mess much with everything else in the minor leagues. Okay. Let's advance to the Rule 5 draft. Okay. Finished 29th. So I'll go ahead and sim to my next pick, and then we'll see if there's anyone worth taking. Not really. Oh, we're only looking at pitchers. That could be the issue. Rich Coggins hits for average and nothing else. Burnett's not terrible, but not great either. Yeah, there's just nothing here that I really expect to dive on and get anything good out of it. Jorge Soler, maybe. I mean, he might run into enough bats someday to... Like, if he ever hit for 270 in the majors, I think he'd be a great hitter, but it's too much of a risk. To be frank. Oh, we didn't lose anyone. That's either very good or very bad. Oh, we didn't do the Hall of Fame. Okay. Now we're getting to people with genuinely good careers. I'm going to vote for Steve Clark. I'm going to vote for Juarez. What else do we have here? I mean, there's just not a lot here. I mean, Steve Clark was so productive for so long that it's pretty obvious that he deserves to make the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. I mean, I don't see anyone else here that really strikes me as Hall of Fame worthy. Maybe Elizarez, maybe. Hambrick, maybe. But I mean, it's always kind of a hard sell for me if there's not something truly special about a player to vote for them if they have less than 50 WAR. So I'm just going to vote for Clark and Juarez, and we'll see who makes it. If anyone. Anyone. It might just very well be that no one makes it. A proposal of the trade variety, you say? I had you before, dude. I don't want you back. I'm definitely not handing over Austin Jackson, not when he's got a lot of potential. I doesn't exactly have a playing spot right now, but you know. Steve Clark might just make it some year. He got almost 60% his first year. That's pretty respectable. Yeah, well, I don't want to hear it, pal. I've got to hand it to Phoenix. This is a good risk. I kind of wish we'd offered a small sum to him, but based on what we know, I mean, it's unlikely he's going to be worth $3 million, but he might be. That's a smart move from a team that might have a smaller payroll than we do. All right, let's go up to the preseason, and then we're going to have some talks with some of our players and see if there's anyone we want to try to make sure we lock up. Okay, we're probably going to have a couple of Super 2s. Hi, Willie Mays. We're not going to go anyone on arbitration just yet because no one has earned it, to my mind. Except Willie Mays. He actually doesn't want as much money as it looks like. That would be a really exciting deal. Maybe. No one else here that I really want to lock up. Yeah, I think we're good. I fucking hate you so much, Hal Carlson. Have I told you lately how much I hate you? 'Cause it's a lot. Spring training begins, I guess. I don't think there's anything we need to mess with here in the preseason. No. Stop asking about Ricky. He ain't going anywhere. I mean, I get what you're trying to do. You think I have a hole at third base, probably. But I've got a couple of options, one of which is I might just call up Bob Smith to play third without Pena. You know what? Let's do that. Let's call him up right now. Okay, this is the Fisher cut bait year on Arcia. Fine. He's a really good hitter. Like, super good. And he could be even better. I'm going to go ahead and instantly put him on the roster, and we'll just let things sort themselves out. And then we'll wait for everyone else for spring training. But those are two guys I was going to add to the 40-man anyway. Might as well go ahead and do it now. No. I don't want your shitty-ass second baseman when Bobby Doer can handle things. Okay. Who else gets a spring training shot? Johnson and Esper. Esper has really turned into a special player. I did not expect this level of talent from him. Charlie Moore. He can have a visit to the majors. And Jack Brennan. I think that's it, though. I don't think we need a lot of minor leaguers to sort through this year. Oh, Ayala's not kidding for contact anymore. When did that happen? When did his contact drop? It's ever so slightly started to plateau. We've probably gotten all of Viola that we can reasonably expect, and Arcia is clearly the better hitter by a substantial margin. Like, there is no contest offensively between the two of them. If Viola could play something other than shortstop, I would definitely keep him on the roster, though. He still might end up on the roster. We'll just have to see what happens. We do need another outfielder. I'm going to go ahead and let Graziade have some spring training time, but I want at least one more outfielder. Anyone interesting on the free agent market? Just someone I could sign for like 1 year as a backup? I could get Russ Ortiz. That's the good stuff, you guys. Adam Stevens wouldn't be a bad choice. I'm going to sign him because he costs nothing. And then I think we'll sign this Caneo dude too. That's reasonable. And then I will let both of you... Where are you two? How would you both be able to refuse demotion? Damn. Well, I mean, you'd be on the minor league roster, so I could still demote you. You really think he can handle single A? Alright. I trust my managers. If they want me to move some people around, I will. There is admittedly a fair amount of suck on this roster, but there's also a lot of enormous talent, so it all kinds of works itself out. No, I do not want Hod Ford. He's terrible. Stop it. Like, second base is one of the positions I've got strength at. Why on earth would I sacrifice that? It doesn't make any sense, you guys. It makes absolutely no sense. And we'll go through one more week. As someone had to get injured for the entire season, it might as well have been him. How much longer for Rochelle? 8 weeks, so we'll go ahead and put him on the DL too. Okay, I'm also going to remove Monchardino as closer and just let the manager decide where he ought to pitch. I think he's talented, but I don't necessarily think he's our best closer anymore. I think that might be Trevor Hoffman's time. Okay, roster decisions. Who got hurt? He's only out for a day because of food poisoning. You idiot. Okay, we have how many pitchers? 16. Really, Greg Tholen, you had to get worse already. Really? I kind of want to keep all these starters. But I'm going to let Esper go back to the minors for now. He's literally going to be first man up, though. The moment we have any kind of injury, he's going to make the roster. If Falcone's going to be anything, it's going to be this year. He deserves a chance to prove that he belongs here. Let's let Wagner spend the year in the minors. Now let's look at pitching. I still need to get one more pitcher. I really want to keep Hank Johnson, but you know what? There's still so much room for him to develop. I think one more year in AAA is worth it. Done. Any people getting out of the 40-man? No. Okay. I don't need 4 catchers. That's pretty obvious. Charlie Moore and Jack Brennan. Sent down. I don't want Bill to make the roster. I want him to spend the full year in the minors. If we keep Stevens or Okita, who would I keep? Probably Okita. Because Okita's got really good power. Yeah, I think we're going to keep Okita. I think he's going to make the Major League roster. Okay, now what? Okay, Bob Smith can play second and third, so he's in. I still got to get rid of 2 more position players. I don't think anyone else is going to claim Robert Rivera, and if they do, they do. Let's waive him. The Babe. He still hasn't had a full year in AAA. Yeah, alright. Let's see if he can recover some of his prospect sheen by playing in the minors. That's reasonable. And then I think Okita made the roster. So there we go. Good. Good. I'm going to trade Willie Ornelas just for funsies and just see what kind of prospect deals I can get. Because he's never going to be very good. He's a bad outfielder and his only tool is power. Which gives him a fairly low ceiling. Damn. Okay, so you got Bill McGee, who, if he develops his controller, will be a very nice reliever. Putman's a little closer to being polished, but that's another good acquisition. We have Lucas Duda. He's not terrible. But I think that reliever is our best call. Some hot minor leaguer for minor leaguer action. That's what all the ladies like, right? Yeah, Putman is just... he's closer to being useful right now. So we'll make this deal. Boop. And boop. Not the most thrilling deal, but the kind of deal that may play a good part in our... Ooh, and he's lefty too. Nice. Oh, you go straight to AAA. I think you can handle it. This is our starting lineup. There are many like it, but this one is ours. Arcia as the DH, huh? That's an interesting idea. And it would actually probably take some of the pressure off. You could just focus on hitting and not worry about playing shortstop. That's quite clever. Oh yeah, we never hired our coaches, did we? Whoopsie. We need a hitting coach and a pitching coach. Sure. I'll lock you down for a bit longer. Just won't have to bother with it next year. Let's get a good contact hitting coach for the minors. Anyone else we had to hire? No? Okay. All right, 2028 is this season. Is there anyone on the current roster that our player doesn't get along with? He doesn't get along great with some of these rookies. But I'm willing to give him an extension because, quite frankly, he's been an amazing manager for us. Jim Lento. We do have a lot of power pitchers, don't we? Yeah, I can keep him. I think he would be a good choice to launch us into the future. Okay, 2028, folks. You get re-signed. Oh, no. You are staying signed until I say you're not signed. I have to keep Eli Solis. Wow. He really is just in it for the money. Damn. I'm not going to object to that. Let's keep locking down our coaches. Because then, when we do need to replace, like if someone retires, we can promote from within. Which I always like doing. You know what? Can I make you the AAA pitching coach? And then I'll make you the AA pitching coach. And then I'll make you the fired pitching coach. Sure, we can hire Chris Williams. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Let's look at the Hall of Fame news. I'm going to shortlist him because I want to see if he becomes a coach. Because I think he'd be a really good one. And I'd like to keep him in the family because he was so good. And there we go. We got our coaching staff filled out. Excellent. Nope. Damn it. Oh, we actually have quite a good minor league system. Damn. Okay. All right. And you wanted me to be a top 5 system, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, you actually wanted me to keep Larry Ellingson? Whoopsie. I didn't know that. He's not going to be happy with me then, but he'll have to get over it. But yeah, look at this lineup. Damn. Henderson, where he belongs, leading off. Ayala hitting second. I don't like Ayala hitting second, but it's fine. Then Schulte, Mays, and Murray. Carroll hitting sixth. I'll be honest, I would much rather have Carroll hitting second than Ayala. I don't remember. Can I force you to start someone at a certain position? I cannot. That's a shame. That's fine. So, Greg Tholen. I expect an exceptional season out of you. He's already lost heat off his fastball. That's bad. But I'm hoping you can give me one top-notch season, and then the rest can go hang. Okay, here's my player development report. Yep, there he is. He's even lost a little bit more off his fastball. Different people are doing different things. 808 actually got better. That's pretty cool. Hamill got better. Greinke got worse. Most line position players actually got worse. Henderson got better. Mays got a little better in overall. Schulte improved his defense, which, you know, hey. Austin Jackson's looking a bit more like a finished product. A very useful finished product. Don't get me wrong, but a finished product. Oh, someone claimed Robert Rivera, and then they gave him back. Okay. No, they didn't. I just optioned him. That's fine. That's fine. Nice, Fernando Perez. Yeah, we can be promoted. Sure. No. That is a stupid thing to ask for, and I won't have it. Now, this is an interesting offer. A good young starting pitcher in exchange for a catcher. What if I gave you Brennan instead? Or shit, even Wakefield. Just for funsies, what do you need to get the number 4 draft pick? Yep, someone I'm not going to trade. That's fine. Just a thought. I'll see if he takes it. I can always find a use for a good young pitcher. No, he's not willing to make that deal. What about Carlos Silva? If you don't take it, I'm not gonna... Yeah, it's not worth it then. Interesting. Yeah, we'll just pass for right now. This is actually not a bad draft to have no first round pick in. There are some really talented players here, but none that I would be able to acquire, and the ones that are here aren't that great. I think this might be a little bit of a deeper draft, which would be very... Okay, this is probably the biggest upgrade we could have gotten. Right. Who gets sent down? Goodbye, Pete. Hello, Rick. Please regale us with your tales of pitching dominance. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. We might be getting to the point where I can start trimming some of the fat in the rotation. But we always know people are going to get hurt. So it's helpful to have a couple people just kind of hanging out there. Fuck you, Dave Nilsson. No, he's just not very good. Okay, now Whitey Ford, I don't think is ready for prime time yet, so let's let him rehab in the minors. I don't want Al Gettle. Up there went Lum Davenport. Poor Lum. Jack Brennan's having a decent-ish season. What could I get if I flip you? Because you're never going to be very good. And if I can upgrade in some small way, it's worth it. Burp. Okay. Bill McGee. Sam Freeman. Matt Manti. We're getting like some legitimately useful prospects. I'm somewhat surprised. Mike Mowry can't play defense, but good lord, can he hit? I could very much find a place for you at some point. And Nick Swisher's not very good. Neither is Jake Evans. I honestly think my search has stopped. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab Mike Mowry. How about a first-round draft pick? No? Okay. Maybe see if I can get you to throw in someone else, like an Al Leiter. That would be a pretty bad deal. Nathan Eovaldi. Nah. Let's grab this Arnie chap. He seems like a good one. Buddy Carlisle, sure. Let's grab Omar here. Now, all the players you want are legitimately good. What if I dropped Arnie? No, huh? Let's just make it for Mowry. That's fine. Oh, you were not getting Duke Esper. I don't know who the hell thought that was going to happen, but yeah. I'm going to put you in AAA. Oh, I have to put you on the 40-man, don't I? Alright, fine. I'm going to send you to AAA for now. How is Orlando enjoying his first year in the majors? Not super great. And he's a DH, too. Actually, let's swap you and Mowry. How's Ayala hitting? He's fine. Yeah. I think Mowry's a better fit on the team because he's got more of a polished bat. And this way you can play every day and play shortstop, which is really what you need to do. So we can finally see if you're a keeper or someone worth moving on from. Gaspar's getting worse. I think we'll probably get rid of him. Maori's actually got slightly better, which is pretty nice. How is Babe finding himself in AAA? Okay, this is finally starting to look like a really good season. He might, if he continues along these lines, Babe Ruth might well earn himself a shot at the Major League roster next year. How long is Doer out? 3 weeks. That's not good. Alright, fine. DL for you. I guess we'll just call Arcia back up. And you guys can sort out who's supposed to play second. I don't have a pick in the first round. So we're just going to sim to my first pick. I'm not even going to look at who's available. Because it's just going to depress me. Because it's just going to be great players I can't have. Okay. Intriguing. Alright. Andre Athier is the instant upgrade that we don't really need. Because I have nowhere to play him. Now there's an interesting thought. Ricky Jordan. How is Eddie Murray doing this year? Not great. I think that's our pick. I think we take Rick Jordan. I mean, maybe let him get a little bit of experience in first and in the minors before we promote him. But yeah. Okay, we're back to this part, aren't we? I don't like someone with that little control. Larry Gilbert won't ever really hit for contact. He's going to be another all-or-nothing type, which has its uses, but let's draft Otto Kanabe. He's pretty far away from the majors, but that's fine because we're not really in a rush. Okay, Wilbur Wood is not considered a starter, which is fair. I don't think he was a starter for very long in real life anyway. Jack Quinn doesn't strike people out. We'll take Sparky Lyle. I'll even take Jack Quinn, hell. He's useful, actually. He plays all the outfield positions relatively well. That's good. We'll skip the rest of the draft. Okay. Now, Ricky Jordan is super advanced, but despite his talent right now, his game is raw. I'm going to send him to Double-A. I'm not going to send him to the majors, and I'm not going to rush him unless there's a convincing reason to do so. Okay, that's unfortunate, but that's what we have other players for. I'm sending you right to double A. I'm going to chuck you in the fire, and I'm going to see how you handle it. Not literally. Maybe a little literally. Maybe. Okay, losing him for the rest of the season does kind of suck. But that just means it's Hank Johnson time. I still want Arcia in the minors. Eddie, no. You're making it real hard to justify keeping you. I think we need a shakeup. I think this is what we do. I think we send on Eddie Murray, and we call up Babe Ruth. We're going to give the Babe a chance to play in the majors. And see what happens. How about Duke Esper's champing at the bit to get a chance in the majors? Is Gaspar still shit in the bed? Let's trade him. I think there's any number of pitchers we have that are better than Gaspar. But I only want prospects. I don't want a regular. You're mostly going to offer me relievers, aren't you? I mean, both Swisher and Evans have their good points. There's just not very many of them. When I am trading a major league caliber a major league caliber player, I think Jake Evans is probably the best of these choices because he's a really good defender who I think will hit enough to justify his spot at some point. And we can just trade him again if it turns out he doesn't work out. Could I get both of them, actually? Interesting. No, I'm not giving up Willie Mays for a first-round draft pick. If we can get a third-round draft pick... This is a nice on-the-DL kind of trade. We get two decent outfield prospects. And even if one of them doesn't work out, the other one probably will. And a third-round draft pick. And then we can promote Duke. Who was, to be fair, having a pretty dominating year in AAA. That was a trade about clearing a spot more than it was about... Wow, really? You're not going to let Esper start? Why would you let Greinke start? I guess he kind of deserves at least a shot. We are paying him a lot of money. It's not what I would do, but whatever. I guess we can send down Bowler. He's not having a great year. Call up Whitey Ford. Why does Bowler have such good ratings yet can't seem to ever make a good season? I don't know. He's just not performing to his potential. Let's grab ourselves... Ooh, Juarez hit his 300th homer. Oh, this is a different Juarez, not the good one. Alright, that's fine. Juan Lopez is pure power and doesn't really have a lot else to offer. I like Eddie Infante better, actually. I actually like him a lot better. I'll offer you. Anyone else? Shearman's worth a look. I've only got 200,000 left. That's fine. I don't need a shortstop. And as bad as Vic Willis is, okay, this actually creates an interesting idea. If I keep 50% of his salary, what can I get in return? Pretty much nothing of value. Okay, that's fair. What if I keep none of his salary? Nothing. Okay. Here's the thing. Vic Willis is pretty shit. And I don't think he's going to be smart. I think he's going to be smart enough not to opt out. So the question is, do I want all of his salary or 50% of his salary? What if we do 25%? Nothing. 30%. Here's where we get some offers. Let's offer a little bit more. I can't make any more shop attempts. That's fine. Okay, we did another day, so we can keep shopping him. Oh no, we actually haven't finished the day yet, have we? Okay, if I get 40% of his salary, what do I get? Jimmy Wood is such a bad player. Trading for Jimmy Wood would only serve one purpose. It gets me out of a contract quicker. 45. If it's 60% of his salary, can I get like actual legitimately good players who aren't like $1 billion? I mean, Rafael Soriano wouldn't be a bad upgrade to our bullpen. We are struggling a little bit with the bullpen this year since we lost Monjardino the rest of the year. You can't play second, like, at all. Master's not really good enough. I mean, if we're going to spend extra on a reliever, we might as well spend extra on a real good reliever, right? I think I just like Rafael Soriano better, though. I think he's a better reliever and he's cheaper. Let's grab him. What if I reduce the offer? Let's take it. The fans aren't going to like losing Vic Willis, but he should not have sucked. So, it's fine. And this is a nice little upgrade to our bullpen. It's not a complete replacement for Monjardino, but it's an improvement. And it frees up a rotation spot, too. Yep, and then you put Duke Esper in. That's a totally acceptable response to me. This is good. Okay, 2 weeks for Esper is not great. I guess it means it's Pete Falcone. I do eventually want to build a little bit more depth. Greinke, deal with it. Quit your whining. Nah, whatever. I don't want him. Oh no, you do not get Grisadier. He is extremely raw, but if he makes it, he'll be super amazing. Are you in Brownsville already? Oh, you're not in AAA. Yeah, we'll promote you. And damn. He's starting to, like, force my hand. That's good. I like that. I don't need a second baseman. But if people are asking about Caneo... Okay, question 1. Would you give me a legit good prospect? He's got Joe Adcock. Fine. Doc Randall. I will retain 100% of the salary for both players if you give me a real good prospect. Okay. What about Willie Green? Not really a good... We need pitching. I keep forgetting. Pitching is what we're short on in the short term. But you don't really have any. Not really. John Valentine? You just drafted him. Damn it, quit drafting people. Do you have someone in your active roster who would be handy to have? You wouldn't give me Kerry Wood, would you? I doubt it. Yeah. There's just really not much here that's worth trading for. I will go ahead and put both of these guys on the block, but yeah, none of those deals seem good to me. What do we have on the trade block this year, actually? Rodrigo Eanes. You're expensive, but your contract's not that long. What do we actually need right now? Damn, check out Babe Ruth, 6 home runs already. We could use an upgrade to the bullpen or to our starters. Maybe let's just let things work for a little bit and then think about trades later. Sean Harkins. I'm not trading an 80-plus prospect unless I have a real good reason to do it. Who made the All-Star team? Let's find out. Literally none of my pitchers. This is fine. My catcher made it. Andy High made it. I didn't expect that. Ricky Henderson, Willie Mays, and Frank Schulte all made it. Wow, really? Huh. Okay, he's having an amazing year. Never mind. That's really good. Stop asking me about second baseman. I am perfectly happy to let Doer win or lose on his own. Okay, we can get Duke Esper back, which is phenomenal. We'll send down Falcone and call Esper back up. Damn, Andy High got game MVP. Well done. No, I don't want him at all. Do I even want Cranky to come back? He hasn't been useless, but he probably wants a shit ton of money. Yep, not happening. Bill Egan. Interesting. Not gonna happen. I think Doer's doing good, isn't he? Yeah, 277, 314, 405. He's not the best hitter, but I like him. You can't have him. Look at this murderer's row. Damn. Sorry about that brief pause. Nick Swisher is apparently doing quite well. He can be promoted all the way to AA just to get him out of the way. What do you want? I don't want Bill Egan. I'm definitely not giving you a good shortstop prospect for him. Okay. Eddie Murray is starting to heat up a little bit. Maybe this trip to the minors will be good for him. So, first of all, is Babe Ruth a keeper? I mean, he hits home runs. He's doing that part of his job. But that's pretty much all he does. He doesn't draw walks, and he doesn't really hit for contact. I'm going to go ahead and put Ruth back in the minors and call Murray back up. Because I think, hopefully, he's maybe gained some confidence and he can start hitting again in the majors like we know he can. RC is hitting really well in AAA, which is excellent news. I could move him to second. That wouldn't be the worst idea. It might just also be time just to move on from Ayala, though. Because he's always going to be somewhat limited in the fact that he's a really good defensive shortstop who is never going to hit consistently very well. What kind of deals would I get for Ayala? Just prospects and regulars, please. I don't want veterans. I don't plan on taking on salary. Get Ivan Rodriguez, who I definitely don't need. I don't need a third cat. I don't need a catcher that good or that expensive. Could get John Malarkey. He's a really good reliever. That does give me some pause. I could get a dynamite young catcher. I think he's a bit overrated, actually. I could get BJ Ryan. Let's take BJ Ryan. I'll get a major upgrade to our bullpen. And see if we can't get you to toss in a prospect or two. You wouldn't give me Chris Bryant. I'm going to try, but there's no way you're going to give him to me. Oh, you can't. You just drafted him. Never mind. Hal White is extremely raw. George Cobb is a neat, nifty little player. Oh, you just drafted him. God damn it. I'm just going to grab people that seem somewhat interesting. No? Alright, what about a first-round draft pick? About a second-round draft pick. What do I have to throw in to get a second-rounder too much? What if I dropped drop? What if I dropped... What if we just did this? Like, what if I package a couple of really mediocre prospects to get a really good one with a pretty great draft pick down the road? No, I can't put Quinn on there. What about Ferry? He's drafted, alright. I'd probably have to give you like a really good prospect. Well, like Charlie Moore, just as an interesting debate. Nah, it's not worth it. I'll just do the trade for Ryan. Get a nice little upgrade to our bullpen. And then we'll need to send down a reliever. Would Whitey Ford take a demotion? He probably wouldn't. I know Greinke wouldn't. I guess it's Kid Nichols. I guess he gets some time in AAA after. He is having quite a bad year, so maybe that's worthwhile. And then we'll let Orlando Arcia play shortstop the rest of the year. Okay. The other possibility is Ricky Jordan playing first. Okay, Jordan is seriously making AA his bitch. I'm going to send you straight to AAA. A personal message. Rincon got better. Monjardino is losing velocity. It's probably about the end of his career. Carollo's getting a tiny bit worse, but he's still not bad. Doer got a little better. Smith got a little better. High got a little better. Arcia got quite a bit better. Schulte is starting to decline a little bit faster than I'd like. But that's why I signed him to a shorter deal, right? Rochelle got a tiny bit better. O'Neill got better. Jackson keeps getting a little bit better each time. This is all fine. You would like to come back. Nope. What would he like to come back? Because BJ Ryan is pretty young. He wants a lot of money. Like, so much money. Arcia, you're going to have to play through it. Okay. All right. We're going to put Babe Ruth back on the roster. Or we just go straight to Ricky Jordan. I mean, holy shit. We'll put both of them on the roster. Falcone can come back. Wagner can come back. Bowler can come back. He is still mostly potential, but he's getting there. I genuinely don't know what we'll do with him. He might be the kind of player we flip for a really nice package of prospects. Nichols can come back. That's all fine. Yep. Come on, guys, let's get hot at the right time. Yes, that's a nice little upgrade to our bullpen. He might not be what he once was, but he's still quite solid. I'm not going to put him on the DL because I want to make sure he's ready for the playoffs. But I will call up an outfield. Hi, Grazadier. I didn't plan on calling you up, but looks like you're getting one. We made the playoffs, but we did not. And Greinke wants to come back. Dude, you're going to want too much money. No. I wish Vic Willis would retire, but I'm pretty sure he won't. Okay, can I get Hamill to sign for a bit of a longer deal? I can't even get a 3-year deal out of you. No, he really wants his arbitration raises. I guess that's understandable. Look, I'll just non-tender Amador or trade him. I can make this work. Let's make these team options, though. I've never been able to trust relievers. There we go. Done. I don't think we can win the play. I don't think we can win the division. Yeah. Oh, are you shitting me? Come on, if we were going to go deep in the playoffs, we needed elite starting, and you literally just decided to injure yourself at the end of the damn season. Shit. And I don't think he'd be back at all for the playoffs, which is when I need you the most. Yeah, I don't care about the player development right now. I just care about how irritated I am that my player got injured. Let's finish today. Okay. So we're going to have to win a one-game playoff to even make the playoffs properly. Playoff roster. I guess Kid Nichols makes the roster, because I do need another starting pitcher. Okay. Hamill, you got to do it for us. Ah, damn it. You son of a bitch, Hamill. Actually, you pitched fine. We didn't hit. And just like that, it's over. We need to get BJ Ryan back, but that's not really worth it. Oh boy, it's going to be another year before he's ready to play again. God damn it. Yeah, it's a great score, but it's not an amazing score. Tholen wasn't worth it. Flat out. Void. Void. We do need a new scouting director. So before we end this episode, I am going to go ahead and try to find a good one. How about scout tendencies? That's what matters. Race to net. Done. Please come to the Indians. That would be great. Let's look and see what went wrong this year. Willie Mays is not what went wrong. Willie Mays went very, very right this year. Henderson was good. Shute was good. Carroll was good. High was good. Murray was a disappointment. A massive disappointment. And he really held us back. We have to solve the first base problem. And maybe Babe Ruth's the solution to that problem. Maybe Ricky Jordan is. Jordan didn't do so hot in his little Major League audition, but for a guy who just got drafted... Oh, really? His contact's capped off already. Shit. Well, he might already be a bust. We'll see what happens. You know what? It also could be the fact we don't have our scout anymore. That could be the problem. Arcia definitely hit. Or actually did not hit. Yeah, I think we need our scout before we can make any decisions. Really, on what went well and what didn't. Andy High, though, really turned in an excellent rookie season. I hope he gets some votes for Rookie of the Year. Pitching. There's a fair bit of promise in this roster, and I think we're just going to need to tease that promise out. For now, thank you for watching. We're going to have to, again, upgrade the starting pitching staff next year. Again. Or something. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the series so you can see more. And until next time, this has been Indian, and I bid you good day.